good evening.
Evening, sir.
Good evening. Come and sit down.
Thank you, sir. I'm really sorry to intrude on you in this
Not
way.
at all. I'm always delighted to see you, Colonel Dax. Will you have a cigar?
No, thank you, sir. Well,
I think you'll find it delicious. Must apologize for not inviting you to join the party downstairs tonight, but I'm afraid that it's a dress affair.
Well, thank you, sir, but I must confess that this is not entirely a social visit.
Oh, come, Dax, let's not go over all that ground again. Though I must admit that, judging from the casualties, the efforts of your regiment must have been considerable.
How can you understand that and allow these men to be shot tomorrow?
Oh, come, Colonel, you're choosing to take a rather simple view of this thing.
The attack was impossible from the start. The General Staff must have known that.
Colonel Dax, we think we're doing a good job running the war. You must be aware of the fact that the General Staff is subject to all kinds of unfair pressures from newspapers and politicians. Maybe the attack against the anthill was impossible. Perhaps it was an error of judgment on our part. On the other hand, if your men had been a little more daring, they might have taken it. Who knows? In any case, why should we have to bear any more criticism of the failure than we have to? Aside from the inescapable fact that a good many of your men never left the trenches, there's the question of the troops' morale. Don't forget that.
The troops' morale, sir.
Certainly. These executions will be a perfect tonic for the entire division. There are few things more fundamentally encouraging and stimulating than seeing someone else die.
I never thought of that, sir.
Well, you see, Colonel, troops are like children. Just as a child wants his father to be firm, troops crave discipline.
I see.
And one way to maintain discipline is to shoot a man now and then.
May I ask, do you sincerely believe all the things you've just said?
It's been a pleasure discussing this with you, Colonel, but I'm afraid that I'd better be getting back to my guests.
Forgive me for having kept you from your party.